can't do it anymore. He is obsessed and addicted to video games. I mean, he doesn't even wear button-downs anymore. He just wears this. Like, he's not even dressed up for therapy.
And she knew that I loved gaming when she married me. Okay, you have to understand, I lost everything that day. Okay, all my unique items, gone. And it's like she doesn't even care that it was hardcore mode.
If you say hardcore mode one more time, I'm jumping out the window.
Hardcore mode.
Shannon, what I'm hearing here is that Matthew is trying to tell you that his hardcore character meant a lot to him, and it seems like you're not listening.
Are you kidding me right now?
Tell me, is there something in your life you care deeply about? A person, maybe?
Oh, yes, our son. Our living human son.
And how much time and energy would you say you've put into turning this person into something you're proud of?
Oh, well, his entire life. So that's how many years?
9 years.
10?
10 years.
Wow. Do you even know his middle name?
Sonic.
Okay. You see how obsessed we are?
I will never be with a man that plays video games.
When women say they don't like men that play video games, it rarely has anything to do with the video games themselves, and it has more to do with things like emotional availability and emotional maturity and time management. And a frustration is when a guy is more invested in his screen than talking to his partner. Like if you're in the middle of having an emotional conversation and you're trying to connect, and then your partner is in the middle of a boss fight, it can be really hard to have that emotional conversation.
A lot of these women saying they hate men who play video games stems entirely from their own lack of interest in developing a genuine hobby. They just sit around all day scrolling through TikTok, getting jealous of other women who have better makeup kits than them, or spending hours trying to perfectly curate an image of a life they don't actually lead. Since they don't have a fulfilling hobby or skill, they're mad that men who play video games can just stare at their screens all day, do campaign runs with their bros, build entire virtual worlds, or socialize with friends globally. She's mad because she confuses a man prioritizing his chosen leisure time with him neglecting her. It's not about the game, it's about control. She wants him focused on her lack of purpose. And when he finds entertainment elsewhere, she labels his hobby as an immediate defect.
Don't date men who are passionate about video games. The common denominator with women who are at their wits' end with their useless fucking husbands are the video games. I used to say don't date men who play video games at all. And you know what? I've never even stumbled upon one in my dating pool. Even like my high school boyfriend didn't fuck with video games. He was the captain of every team, it felt like, so he had other things to do. He had games in real life to keep him occupied as well as myself. And as an adult, I don't even know where I would find a man who was like, I'm real passionate about Grand Theft Auto. But are there guys who play video games where it's not their like number one pastime? And even for the dudes who are like, I gotta play Call of Duty every day, are those men gainfully employed? Are they successful? Anyhoozle, I used to say never date a guy who plays video games. And now I'm like, don't date a guy who's very passionate about them, because that's a red flag. You just don't want a man who looks forward to escaping into an alternate reality for hours on end, where they are fully a different person, doing often like violent things. And like for the ones that do the sport ones, shouldn't you just like be out there playing the game? Go get a team together, sweat a little. Don't pretend to play us. It's just, it's also the least sexy thing in the world. It's gross. Unless you're Taylor Swift sitting next to Travis Kelce, who's actually an NFL player while he plays whatever the NFL game is on a PlayStation. It's gross. It's disgusting.
This take is a beautiful mix of delusion and elitism. She's saying, don't date men who are passionate about video games, claiming the common denominator in failed marriages is the console. She's proudly stating she's never encountered a gamer in her dating pool because she's always gravitated toward men occupied by games in real life, setting an exclusionary standard. She's completely dismissing a global billion-dollar industry that includes millions of successful, gainfully employed professionals. She's demanding that a man's chosen form of relaxation be replaced with something she deems productive, simply because she finds his hobby the least sexy thing in the world. But here's the double standard. She only approves of it if the man is already a top-tier celebrity, saying it's gross unless it's Taylor Swift sitting next to Travis Kelce. She's admitting the activity isn't the problem. The status of the man engaging in it is the only thing that matters to her.
I must say, I will never, I mean never, ever, ever be with a grown-ass man that plays video games. I will never, and I say it again, loud enough so the people in the back could hear, I will never be with a man that plays video games. I do not grasp the concept. I do not understand the why. I don't get it. I don't get grown men that spend hours till early morning gaming. Grown men. I just the idea is making me hot. It's making my underarm tingle. Cause when my underarms start tingling, I'm getting heated. I will never grasp the concept. I don't understand. I'm not obviously a gamer. I don't get it. I used to play Nintendo, you know, that little gun thing, like you're the killing the duckies. That was my game. I loved me some Sonic the Hedgehog, you know. Yeah, I know how old I am around that. You know what I mean? Just say that. Yeah, I know how old I am. Like, and that's about it. It ends there. Like, people that are putting money in fucking PlayStations, grown adults, PlayStations and games and becoming violent with their partners because they messed up a game, or they're taking over their time. They're talking too much while they're trying to play a game, or they're asking for too much attention while they're trying to play their game. Bro, it could never be me. Hell to the no. There is no way. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Don't worry, Grandma, no man will choose you anyway. Imagine hearing this nagging woman while you're trying to dodge every single attack the boss throws at you. That kind of real-world interference is exactly why gaming offers such a valuable escape. Gaming isn't just staring at a screen, it's a high-focus activity that brings adrenaline, intellectual challenge, and social connection that many people simply don't get from their day jobs. For an hour, a man can be a hero, a strategist, or a team leader, fully engaging his mind in a way that provides immense mental decompression. He's escaping the noise and the entitlement of the real world, and he certainly isn't going to exchange that rewarding escapism for a woman who just sits there, judging his every move.
Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be talking about how women view the aspect of dating a gamer or dating a guy who have a lot of passion in gaming. So after watching some of the clips I've put together, we have seen majority women saying why they cannot associate themselves with someone that loves playing games a lot of times, that they find it very uncomfortable because majority of the time they take all their emotions and what they are part of that time. They make communication in a relationship very poor, in as much as they spend much time playing video games, and they find it very comfortable. So they find it no reason to even look for their partners or keeping their partners happy or comfortable around them. So in this video we'll be looking at clips showing majority women expressing their feelings about this, giving their past experience. And please subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification so you'll be the first person to watch a video anytime I upload.
My ex, right? He used to play video games, right? And every 2K holiday, we broke up. Like, I would do cartwheels in front of the camera naked, and he would just be, excuse me. And I'm like, I'm out. I hate this. I hate you. Like, I hate this game. I want to break it. I think that's how you can tell if that's your woman. She can make it through the 2K holidays.
Again, morals and values.
Seriously.
If you know he obsessed with the game, how long did that take to wear off?
It was like weeks. It was weeks.
Okay, I mean, okay, cool.
You know, I didn't, but no, I don't really like. I'm scarred by the video game. That's all I'm saying.
It's terrible, man.
Dang,
It's terrible.
I don't think I ever dated a man who was into video games like that.
It was only 2K. Like,
2K is crazy. It has that effect on people.
Yeah.
I think when the new Grand Theft Auto comes out, the breakup rate is going to be about 50, 60. Not me, but I think 50 to 60% of breakups are going to happen when Grand Theft Auto comes out.
I mean, I don't know. I ain't never dated a man who played the game. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Do you guys, when it comes to getting on set, you pick your own wardrobes and everything, obviously?
Where the fuck is my mind players at? Oh hell no! Where the fuck is my mind players at? Oh hell no! No, where the fuck is my mind players at? Did you touch my shit?
No, I didn't touch it.
Be serious. Did you touch my shit? Cause when I came back, this shit was on the main screen. Did you touch my shit?
I didn't touch it.
I'm being serious.
I'm being serious.
I'm not playing around with you. Did you touch my shit? I'm being serious right now.
I didn't touch it.
All my fucking players are gone. I'm not playing. Hell no.
I didn't touch anything.
Why are my players not here? Why the fuck when I came back, my shit was on the main screen? Did you touch my shit? Let me know right now. I swear to God. Did you touch my shit? I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you.
Baby, relax.
I'm not playing.
Okay.
All my fucking players are not there.
It was a prank. Relax.
Bruh.
I deleted them as a prank.
She's still laughing while her boyfriend is clearly having a panic episode, and she tried to justify deleting all his progress as just a prank. She wiped out countless hours, possibly years, of his dedicated work and investment in a game, all for a fleeting moment of self-amusement. Who's the child now? Grown men playing video games are often seen as childish, but their hobby involves structured goals, skill progression, and commitment, whereas she's the one playing silly, destructive games and expecting a man who just lost his hard work to relax. It's an absolute insult at this point. This action shows a profound and active lack of respect for her man, his passions, and the value he places on his own time.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate from women who are dating men who play video games, but I just gotta get this off my chest. So you know how like men will say that they need to come home and then just like turn their brain off, and video games does that for them? I'm talking like healthy, you know, like you're still an adult, but this is your downtime. Well, let me just say, ladies, you're missing out. So I've been watching him play this Xbox game, and it got me like really intrigued. So he got a new Xbox. I got his old Xbox. I'm like, hey, can you show me how to play this game? I don't know if it was a blessing or a curse, because on Saturday I played that game for like almost 6 hours. My eyes were like, and every time I come home, I just want to play it. So when the kids are in bed and the kitchen's clean, I like run to the bedroom so I can play. And then sometimes he plays, and then we talk to each other in a party. But it's awesome. You should try it.
Yep, she's part of the crew now. What a lucky husband she's got there. Women are so close-minded that they see gaming as a waste of time and an infantile distraction, without ever even trying it or understanding its complexities. And while I understand not everyone can like or even understand the gaming world and its vast community, the fundamental problem is that these women are constantly labeling men who spend their time with controllers in their hands as useless, immature, and incapable of true success. They refuse to see it as a legitimate form of relaxation, problem-solving, or social activity because it doesn't align with their narrow, patriarchal view of what a man's hobby should be. They don't want a partner. They want a highly focused puppet, and they'll use ignorance and judgment to try and shame him into compliance.
If you started recently dating somebody, or you have been dating somebody for a while that plays video games for hours on end, run away, because that's not cute, it's not quirky, it's not silly, it's an addiction. And I wholeheartedly believe that people like this are really, really, really horrible partners and need to get their addiction under control in the realm of video games, because they are addicted to the dopamine that video games gives them. And that's a recipe for disaster, because they will never be happy. They probably won't want to take you out on dates. They don't want to listen to what you have to say about your day. And their room is probably really messy. And they probably live in their parents' basement. I call that a basement boyfriend.
She's advising women to run away from any man who plays video games for hours, immediately labeling it an addiction and proclaiming such men are horrible partners. She's justifying this judgmental stance with a laundry list of baseless stereotypes. They're basement boyfriends. They'll never be happy. They won't want to go on dates, and they won't listen to her day. This isn't a critique, it's a fear of competition. She's reducing a complex hobby enjoyed by billions of people, including CEOs, doctors, and successful entrepreneurs, to a toxic stereotype simply because it provides a reliable source of dopamine and fulfillment that isn't dependent on her approval or emotional labor. She's not worried about his addiction. She's worried about his autonomy and his ability to find happiness outside of her influence.
He's a 10, but he's addicted to playing Call of Duty with the boys. What's his new rating?
0. Absolutely 0. Because gamer boys smell bad.
A 4. Okay, I don't see that as motivation. I think it can be a hobby. I think you can do it for fun, but if you're constantly gaming, That's just not going to work for me because I'm a very driven person. I would just see that as laziness, to be honest.
Like a 5, 6? I don't know. If he's the same age as me, I feel like you gotta have a job and stuff. So if you're addicted to Call of Duty, you probably don't have a job.
4?
Maybe a 3.
Okay, wait, I don't care. I like video games.
How about this? She's a 10, but she spends 3 to 4 hours putting on makeup so she can feel pretty and hide her insecurities away. She's also using video filters when recording TikToks to make herself look extra beautiful, creating a completely unrealistic digital avatar that doesn't actually exist in the real world. She's addicted to the temporary validation of likes and the manufactured image she presents online, which creates a huge disconnect between the person you meet and the person she pretends to be. She's prioritizing superficial external validation over developing any genuine inner confidence or real substance, making her an incredible amount of work just to experience the fantasy she projects. Do I have to add more? But anyway, let's get serious for a moment. For the men out there who are genuinely struggling with gaming addiction, I hope this message finds you well. If you're stuck prioritizing video games over your health, your real-world progress, or your responsibilities, it's time to step up, brother. We all understand the escape and the thrill, but true masculine value isn't built on virtual achievements. It's built on real-world competency. Take an honest look at your life. If you're sacrificing consistent gym time, skill development, or meaningful income just for the screen, start cutting back incrementally. Use that same focus and discipline you use to beat a raid boss and apply it to building yourself up in the real world. Your mental health, your body, and your future success are the real endgame.
Why do you hate that I play video games?
It's just unattractive. You put on your little headset and you hop on with all of these random people. Okay, let's go, boys. Like, it's just like so cringe. Not only do you play video games, but after you're done playing, you're just watching people play video games. You're watching YouTubes about video games. It's like, bro, why does everything you have to do have to be surrounded by video games? Literally accomplishing nothing.
I already know the boys are about to come for me, and that is fine. I hope this helps you understand that you are insane if you think this is okay. I'm going to try to keep this short, but basically, I was married to a person who thought it was okay to play video games for 60 plus hours a week. He would start playing at 4 p.m. He would play until 4 a.m. I would come out multiple times a night and be like, hey, are you coming to bed? Like, we're married. Like, can we go to bed together? And homie would not oblige. And so eventually I end up, saying, hey, look, this is a situation. I need you to get it together. Mind you, at this point, he had already cut his hours back at work so that he could play more video games. I'm not kidding. Like, he was going from working maybe 25, 30 hours a week to maybe working 12 to 15 so that he could sit at home and play video games while I worked 2 jobs and tried to keep us from getting evicted. Okay. So I'm not playing games at this point. I'm like, you either are going to put the game away and this is going to be a gone thing, or I'm going to go. And eventually I ended up having to leave because it was such an addiction. So I'm here to say this. If you are dating somebody and this is their life and pattern and habits where they're playing hours upon hours a week, I need you to get out, because it is not going to help your marriage at all to have somebody who calls it a hobby when it's actually an addiction. And I literally just made a comment about this on a girl's video the other day, and the amount of men in my DMs who were like, I'm so happy that you left him because I'm sure he's happier now. I'm sure he's in a better place now because he left you. I'm like, you guys and your level of addiction, of how you're justifying your actions, is wild. You guys need to grow up. This is not something to play around about. If you're married and this is something you're doing, or you're in a serious relationship and you're committing more hours to a video game than you are to helping provide for your family, what are you doing? You are a child. I'm sure that's going to ruffle some feathers, and I'm excited to read the comments. So see you later.
Stop choosing video games over your wife. It is no secret in my house that I do not love video games. And there is a damn good reason for it, too. Once upon a time, my husband had an emotional affair with a woman that he met playing video games. And this is ugly, and I really don't want to admit this, but at the time, I was afraid that if I put video games as a boundary in our marriage, that he would have chosen video games over me. And I was really scared of being alone. I didn't know this at the time, that the affair wasn't about me, but I felt like it was my fault. I felt like I must not have been good enough as a wife, and that's why he had to turn to someone else for comfort. It killed my self-esteem. And at the time, I really didn't know how to cope with the pain and the shame and the feelings of not being good enough. So I wanted to do whatever I could to make him stay. And, please be kind, because it took me a really long time to build up my sense of self-worth and self-esteem after this, and to feel like it is safe for me to put boundaries in place. It is safe for me to have high expectations. And so I have done the work to get here, but I just wasn't there back then. Unfortunately, I think it's a very common experience that a lot of women feel like it's their fault and that they're not good enough when their husband cheats on them. But it made me feel like dirt when my husband would choose to play video games instead of spending time with me. My heart would sink every single night that he would leave after we watched one episode of TV to go and play on his computer. And I didn't speak up for years. I didn't know how to handle the pain of the rejection. I wasn't trying to be a bitch when I complained about how much he was playing video games, or nagging him about spending so much time, or, choosing that. I wasn't trying to make it a choose me or choose them. I just wanted his attention. I just wanted to feel loved. I just wanted to feel like I mattered to him. I wanted to feel like he wanted to stay just as much as I did. Video game time looks a lot different in our house now, and there are boundaries, there are expectations, and we go to bed together at night more often than not. I no longer question if he wants me or not, if I'm important to him or not, because he makes a conscious effort to show me that he does. So please, men, if you're watching this, your wife's not trying to be a bitch. She just wants your attention. She just wants to feel like you love her and that she's important to you and that she matters. Women, if you're watching this, I know that your story may not be the same as mine, but share in the comments below, why do you hate when your husband plays video games? What do you wish you would do instead?
My boyfriend and I have been dating for almost 4 years now and living together for almost 2. We really love each other, and I think both hope to move on to marriage and kids someday. But the problem is he plays video games every day. If it was up to him, he would be gaming nonstop morning to night. This is a huge red flag and a turnoff for me, and has caused most of our major fights. I'm worried that it seems like he doesn't have any other interest or desires to live life outside of gaming and watching sports. I find it hard to imagine my life with children, married to a man that just wants to stay inside every day and game. We've talked about this issue, and he promises that he will change, but even when we go out to dinner or on a quick walk, it seems like he's just rushing to get through it to get back to gaming. This is such a turnoff and a problem for me. Help.
One thing that I'm thinking of is talk about your schedules. What are your schedules like? What's your work schedule, at home schedule, and figure out a time where it's like this time is slotted specifically for us, at least during the week.
I mean, this would be a deal breaker for me. If I was with someone who only spent their time playing video games or watching sports, and if this was all consuming to them, where this was all that they could think about, they weren't helping me do things, they didn't want to make plans on the weekends, get out of the house, do other things, because that's important to me, is to go out, do activities and other things together. This would be a deal breaker for me.
Here are the things that are bothering me about you this week. Number 1, you play too much video games. Number 2, you play too much video games. Number 3, you played video games for 2 hours before I even got home. Then I tell you, dude, you've been playing too much video games today. And you're like, no, I just got on a half an hour ago. It's literally been 5 hours. You've been playing video games for 5 hours. He's like, oh, we hung out today. No, we didn't. We got dinner for half an hour. The rest of the day, you've been playing video games. He's like, whoa, get off the video games.
What are you saying?
I'd be at home and he on his way home from the studio and I'm up in the room. I'm posted up. I'm sexy. I'm cute. And I'm thinking he gonna come up going, hey, E.
Nut.
The door open. Okay. Maybe he got something to drink. And okay, he went in the kitchen first. Okay, that's fine. I'm still waiting. I'm posted up. And then I hear the TV come on. Okay, maybe he want to check sports. The video game first?
What game?
If you could come home and go play a video game, you got a whole wife upstairs and she cute and you ain't gonna come say hi. But he wanted to play his video game. That was his normal. Come home from the studio.
Yeah, you do it.
And getting married is merging your normals. What you would usually do, what he would usually do. Most times women have this big, we're gonna be this, and guys don't really have that.
Right.
So they go on living their life, right?
Exactly.
Y'all have to learn how to be a married couple together. What does that look like? Well, how does that feel? I was used to a lot of family, so I was always having my family over, and I know he was sick of it.
Yeah.
And I'm super churchy. One day he came home and I decided to bless the house, but I didn't tell him. So he came in, it was church praying people all over the place. Bless oil all over. He was like, I just want to play my video game, walk around in my drawers.
Poor Warren.
Yeah. So I had to learn, he had to learn.
I have an unpopular opinion about men in their 20s, 30s who play video games, but I want to hear your opinion on it to see if I'm the only one that thinks this. I was recently listening to a podcast where they mentioned that men in their 30s or even like later 20s playing video games is a huge red flag. And I was also talking to my friend about it, and I'm like, I don't agree with that, and neither did she. Now, mind you, I am 30 years old, I have no kids, and I've lived with my fiance for a long time. Okay, we've been together for 9 years. So we live together, we
what it's
work
like
in the same
dating a
house
gamer.
together, we do
Dan.
breakfast, lunch, and
Gamers,
dinner
let me know if
together,
I'm
we do
wrong.
everything together,
let's go.
and we're
You're
inseparable.
gonna have to be
which I
really
love so much.
understanding
And
because
for
they
this
do
week,
not
I'm
reply to
on
you.
time.
If you try to call them to
Nobody
text them and they don't respond, your best bet is to hop on their
God bless,
Discord.
and I will see you later.
Two,
If I have
chances
kids, it's
are
gonna be a little bit
their
different.
sleeping schedule
However, this
is
the
so
time
messed
I
up.
get to
They're up all
watch
night
the
playing
TV
games and
show
sleeping at
on
like
the
6
big
a.m.
screen
till
TV
2
living
p.m.
room that I
And
love to
3,
watch.
PC
Love
parts
Island,
are a way
Love
to
is
their
Blind,
hearts.
anything trash, right? That he does not want to watch. It's my time.
what
Okay?
game my
I
husband's
get
playing
to
right now,
go
but he sucks
shower
at it.
and take an hour to get ready for bed, which is ungodly amount of time. But he's playing video games, and I get to spend that time with myself listening to YouTube or podcast, whatever it is. I get to vlog, I get to film TikToks that I normally wouldn't have him in, and I can do it by myself. It is the me time that I need in my day. Okay? So whenever he plays video games, it's my time to shine, and he gets to go play and hang out with his friends. And that's a green flag in my eyes.
You just couldn't wait to put him down before you started the game, huh?
Bro, you wanted me to put him to sleep.
But the game couldn't wait?
But this is my scheduled time to play the game.
Scheduled?
Yes, scheduled.
Hakeem, what? You...
Every day, same thing, Jasmine. Please don't act brand new.
But it doesn't...
Jasmine, if I get shot on this game, I'd be really upset.
Hakeem, are you kidding me?
This is why I'm always telling new moms, just hand him the baby. Some of y'all moms are so bad at just handing him the baby and walking away. You can't do it. It's always, I never get a break and I have to do everything on my own. And then he finally takes the baby and you're going to stand there recording him and criticizing everything he's doing anyway. Stop doing that. The baby's asleep. The baby's Gucci. At that age, our baby fell asleep on the dance floor of a Muslim wedding. Okay, them little fuckers can sleep through anything. And yeah, he's going to do things differently from you. You might not look like Boba Fett while you're parenting. He does. And that's okay because you're off the clock now. You are dismissed. It's dad's way now. So get off your phone and go enjoy yourself.
So that gives you a lot of free time as an independent woman to do whatever I want. So they can play their games and I can go and sit and do my housework, go to BM, go and be me. And they're just there playing quests and doing whatever and pretending to be a wizard or whatever they're doing, or Call of Duty, I don't know, football. Yes, okay, they're on their microphones shouting at people over the internet, but I don't hate that. For the freedom, I think that's a good trade-off, if I'm honest. They will spend most of the time talking about their games and, you know, but that's not a problem. I don't mind listening. It's okay. He could be out cheating. Instead on a Saturday night, he's sitting there playing his games, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that.
Someone who is into
Yeah,
video
I'm
games,
okay.
that they find a lot of comfort playing their video games and spending time with their partners, and which is very, very bad for a relationship. Some were also saying that majority of the time, if you those who are really into video game that much are always unemployed, and that can make them slide away from their family responsibilities, and which is not good for a relationship, especially a relationship that is still in a building process. So after looking at many of these reasons and this perspective, many of the reasons the women were given in the clips we watch, we have seen that actually you can't blame gaming for a relationship not doing well, because many of the time, many of the gamers, we winners, they usually do this on their leisure time. It's not something they're doing most often. So your relationship not being that perfect, or your relationship not doing well the way you want, sometimes it's not because of how the time they spend during their free time, because they can still spend the time they play video games doing something else. So it's a very controversy, something that we cannot really pick an answer, but I would really like to hear your thoughts on this. So please comment what you think about this, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications, so whenever I upload a video, you'll be the first person to